wanted to talk to you guys all, and for, you know, people at home who aren't with us, to have a little experience about what it's been like in lockdown. So some of you have been online the whole time since kind of April, and some of you have been in and out in the studio. So I'm going to ask maybe Lynette, to put you on the spot, how it's been to be in lockdown and be online and still kind of come to your classes.
It's been absolutely fantastic. I would say mentally and physically, it's been one of the most supportive things I've done during lockdown. It's really helped to provide me with a structure, but it's also helped me to feel like I was still maintaining my mobility, increasing my strength and flexibility. I think it's just helped me enormously, and I don't know where I would have been without it, frankly.
Oh, love it. And Janet, Jenny, Gwen, Nicola, Eileen, all the rest of you have done a mixture of online and studio. So how has that been for you, kind of in and out, going in and out, and the experience of kind of being in the studio, interacting with people, and then coming back online? So if anyone wants to kind of share, maybe just put your hand up. Janet.
I love the way that we've kept some feeling of community. So I love the fact that I'm meeting people on Zoom that I've met in the flesh, and they're not necessarily people that I would see a lot of, but it makes me feel less isolated, and I really, really like that. So thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's I think it's important, you know, for our humanity that we have connection, and even if that connection can't be physical right now, it's so important to have that energy, that feeling of belonging, that feeling of community, because it is our mammalian society, our mammalian brain needs connection. It needs interaction, or else we feel threatened. We feel, you know, fear. We feel isolation. So that's great. I'm glad you still feel that here. Anyone else want to share their experiences? Just maybe put your hand up. Jenny.
It's just been really good to carry on doing the exercises. Although, you know, we go out for walks and things, it's nice to keep my shoulders back and to make me feel sort of as if I'm actually carrying on what I learned when we were in the studio. It's brilliant. Yeah, it's really good. Thank you.
Do you still feel that you can kind of self-correct yourself? Obviously, I'm not there to physically correct you, and I try and give as much cues, but do you feel like you're able to kind of take on board what we've learned in the studio and self-correct yourself?
Absolutely, yeah. And practice when I'm, you know, not doing it. Yeah, definitely. It's good. Thank you.
Awesome. Nicola.
I think it's quite fascinating the way it makes you completely focus on what you're trying to make your body do. And the rest of the time, we kind of fluff around in doing all the kind of normal things, but it's extraordinary how quickly the hour goes when you're really, really focusing very much on the inventive ways that you've created to mimic the reformer. It's very clever, and I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. I try and make it as much variety as I can to keep it interesting, because it's, you know, for some of you, it's been a long time. You know, it's been almost a year of being online, and you know, mat work has its limitations to some degree, but it's challenged me as an instructor to actually break out of maybe the classical mold and how we can use the equipment more excitingly. Otherwise it just gets boring for everybody, including us, because we're teaching, you know, 10 classes a week, and that doesn't seem like a lot, but that's a lot of creative juice. And also for our bodies to experience different things and not have the same thing pummeled at us for the whole week. Yeah, thank you.
No,
say anything?
Yes, I mean, for me, it gives me structure, and I've also started doing Katie's Pilates flow on a Friday, so that's 2 things to do.
Awesome.
Which I really appreciate. But I'm amazed at how many things you think of to get at little muscles. But I can't remember them. That's the problem. So to practice what we've done today, it goes so fast, and I can't write it down or draw it or anything. And so some of the exercises I think, oh gosh, I've got to remember that one, but I don't. So that's
going to go into the portal. So I want to make sure you guys are all going into the portal. And
Well, I'd like a lesson in how to do it.
I will give you a lesson. And that's
please.
Back and revisit and maybe make notes of the lessons that really resonated with you, or certain exercises, and I can always point you to the workouts that.
All right. Okay.
But then the portal is a great library of stuff where you can go back and revisit stuff for yourself. Okay.
Well, for non-techies, I'd appreciate some help
to get here.
Thanks anyway.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, guys. And I really, oh, Janet, did you want to say something else?
Say something else. That one of the positives I found from doing the Zoom class is to be able to look at my own image on screen and to self-correct in a way that I've not been able to do before. And so it does help me to see, have I extended through my shoulders, or have I just tilted my neck back, my head back? And really, really helpful. Or if we're doing sort of planky quadruped position, just what am I doing with my lower back? And I found that a really valuable experience.
Yeah, it's something we don't really see in the studio because we're not necessarily right in front of a mirror at every moment, aren't we? So take advantage of that where you can, is to actually glance at yourself and go, oh, actually, I'm not in the position I thought I was. Can I self-correct that? Yeah, that's really good. Really great. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you.
Bye. Thanks a lot.
Really appreciate your classes.
Thank you.
Bye, Kelly. See you tomorrow.
Bye.